That's good. So I'm going to do a video of St. Michael's and Archangel's Cathedral, which is in Bridgetown, Barbados. St. Michael's Cathedral is in Bridgetown, which is our country's capital. So I will do a separate video of the Cathedral Church of St. Michael and Archangels. So I wouldn't do. So it won't just be a walk through town, but this would be of the cathedral itself. You can see the central bank of Barbados from here. You can see the central bank of Barbados, known as the Tom Adams Financial Center. So again, I'm in Bridgetown, the country's capital. And this is the North Gate here, St. Michael's Cathedral. Looking back towards Church Village Green and back to the route taxi, Scottish River route taxi and minibus terminal. And by the way, this is supposed to be a one-way street as well. So this is St. Michael's Cathedral. Central Bank of Barbados, known as the Tom Adams Financial Center. Central Bank of Barbados right here. This was formed by Tom Adams, who was Barbados' second Prime Minister. And this is St. Michael's Cathedral here, which we will do a walk through now. So the central bank was established in 1982 by Tom Adams, who was Barbados' second Prime Minister. That was his brainchild. Central bank was his brainchild. Morning. And this is the former Harrison's College School, which was established in 1733. Then Harrison's College moved up to Compton Street, further up in town. And then this building was later acquired by the Masons, which later became the Masonic Lodge. And now it is owned by the Central Bank, now known as the Exchange, a place of mystery and discovery. All the lodges in Barbados have moved out of their respective buildings and moved up in St. George and in a big building in Charles River Bridge. So the lodges either rented their buildings or sold them. So I don't know if this one is sold or if it has been rented out. I think the Central Bank bought this one. So it is now Exchange, a place of mystery and discovery. And this is the Central Bank here, Central Bank of Barbados. And this is Price Street over here. And the Masonic Lodge, former Masonic Lodge, which was Harrison's Free School. Now a place of mystery and discovery, Exchange, now owned by Central Bank. A brief history of the St. Michael's and Archangel's Cathedral. So I will find the grave of Hugh Springer, who was one of our national heroes. And this is St. Michael's Cathedral here again. So I will take a extensive tour through this churchyard today. Yes guys, Sir Gilbert Character, Sir Gilbert Character is buried here in St. Michael's Cathedral. Before I go to Adams' grave, I will go to Gilbert Character, where I just showed you in Queen's Park, the gardens in Queen's Park was named after him. To the dear memory of Sir Gilbert Gilbert Character, Knight Commander of the most distinguished Order of St. Michael and St. George, born in Totsham, Devon in 1848. He entered the Royal Navy in 1864, became Treasurer of the Gold Coast 1879, Administrator of the Gambia 1888, Governor of Lagos 1890, of Bahamas 1898, and of Barbados in 1904, which island he so loved that he returned here to make his home when his official career was over, died on the 19th of January 1927 at Allow Court. He prayeth best who loveth best, all things both great and small, for the dear God who loveth us, he made and loveth all. And his wife Gertrude, born 1875 and died the 12th of November 1953 in Boston, United States of America, and entered here with her beloved husband. This is the grave here of one of our national heroes, Sir Grantley Herbert Adams, who was the leader of the government and Premier of Barbados from 1946 to 1958, and Prime Minister of the West Indies from 1958 to 1962. He and his wife Grace are interred here in this grave. And this is for Lady Martin, Brett Martin. So Sir Grantley Adams was the father of Tom Adams, who was Barbados' second Prime Minister. So they don't bury people here in this cemetery anymore. They'll have to be up by grave. So the people will get church here, but they will get buried at Coleridge or any other public cemetery. This is the grave of Tom Adams, who was Barbados' second Prime Minister. And he was the one who invented the central bank over here. Tom Adams. John Michael Jeffrey Manningham, aka Tom Adams, born in 1931 and died in 1985. Beloved husband of Genevieve, father of Douglas and Rawdon, Prime Minister of Barbados from 1976 to 1985. So this is a very historic cemetery. Lots of heroes, lots of national heroes, and prime ministers, and lots of other top Barbadians are buried in this churchyard. This is the Challoner grave. Central bank here. And here are under our feet are some tombs as well. Ermine Pollard and John Pollard. All in the church here are tombs here, persons. So this is a very historic church, the Cathedral Church of St. Michael's and All Angels. All here are tombs under our feet. This is inside of the beautiful St. Michael's and All Angels Cathedral. So our people are buried all under our feet here where we are walking now. And you can see the lovely pipes for the organ. So this is where the organ pipes are. Up in the loft here, to the western and gallery. So this is a very big church. This is where they have the bishop ordination and the priest ordination to the priesthood and so on. They are all here. It is always held here at St. Michael's and All Angels Cathedral. And this is the lovely 4-manual organ here, which is historic. The largest organ in the Caribbean and in the Americas. It was a J. Walker and Sons pipe organ, built by Keith Jones Organ Builders in England. It came to St. Michael's Cathedral in 1924, and it was refurbished in 1988. This organ is currently played by John Bryan, who is the current organist of the church. But before him, it was Gerald Hudson from 1921 to 1974, and then John Fletcher from 1974 to 1993. And this plot here is in memory of Gerald Hudson, who was born on the 13th of October 1897 and died in January 1975. He was the organist and choir master of St. Michael's Cathedral. I'm inside the church this morning. I'm doing a full video of the church instead of a walk through town. I'm stopping by the church. I want to show you guys upstairs if I can. I don't think you can go upstairs. Upstairs is blocked off. It says no admittance upstairs. Thank you. So you can see these hollowed walls here. So I will show you the pipes for the organ from here. Sacred to the memory of G.C. Boyce, Samuel G.C. Boyce, Major J.E. Griffith. Oriel St. Arnold Duke. And Penelope Pelham Winslow. So this is a very historic church, and a brief history of the church here. I'm trying to locate now the grave of one of our national heroes, Sir Hugh Springer, who was also laid to rest here in St. Michael's Cathedral. He's buried up this side here. This is the south gate, looking towards St. Michael's Road. This is the Badley grave here. John Herbert Badley and David Herbert Badley. And Leela Isabel Badley as well. This is the south side of St. Michael's Cathedral with the central bank in the background. So, Governor General of Barbados. Sir Dayton Ward is also buried here. Born May 6, 1909 and died January 9th, 1984. And this is all St. Michael's Road here. The south side of the cathedral. So this is the south gate. Looking towards St. Michael's Road. Yes. So Hugh Springer, grave here. And his wife Dorothy Springer, Dorothy D. Lady Springer, is also interred here at St. Michael's Cathedral. So this is the grave of one of our national heroes, Sir Hugh Springer, and his wife, Lady Springer, all interred here at St. Michael's Cathedral. Hugh Springer was the Governor General of Barbados from February 24th, 1984 to April 30th, 1990. That's good. Lots of governors and prime ministers are always also laid to rest here. So thank you guys for watching now once again, and have a blessed morning.